Meanwhile, we'll take quick 30 seconds and we'll move little forward so that whoever comes, they can join at the back. Come forward as much as you can. Okay, next part of our program is Sunday Feast lecture. Today's class will be given by Her Grace Suvarnamanjari Mataji. She is very familiar to our congregation. She does not need any introduction, but it's our purification and glorifying a devotee. It's a pleasure to us. Mataji is participating in many of temple services in the background. Mataji was big support in raising funds for temple. She has been continuing to support along with Rahul Prabhu. She is pillar of our congregation. Mataji's classes are very simple and understandable way to implement. She is well known for melodious Kirtan. With that, we will welcome Mataji by loudly chanting one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Over to you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Jai Shri Ram. As Ayodhya is celebrating Pran Pratishtha of Lord Ram today in Ram Lalla Mandir, we want to dedicate this class to Lord Ram. But as always, we will first invoke auspiciousness, start with Jai Radha Madhava, and a little bit of Ram Kirtan along with it, and then get into the class. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jayo Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jayo Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jayo Girivaradhari, Jayo Girivaradhari. Jayo Yashodanandana, Jayo Braja Janaranjana. Jayo Yamuna Tiravanachari, Jayo Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jayo Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now we will chant the most famous doha from Ramayana, which everybody may have heard, and if you have not, just repeat. It is Mangala Bhavane Amangala Hari Dravahusu Dasharath Achara Bihari. What this means is Mangala Bhavane. That means this makes everything auspicious in our homes. Okay? A Mangala Hari, which means all the inauspiciousness is taken away. Dravahusa Dasharath Achara Bihari means Lord Ram is playing in the courtyard of Dashrath Maharaj. So, I'll sing one part, you repeat. Mangala Bhavane Amangala Hari Dravahusa Dasharath Achar Bihari Mangala Bhavane Amangala Hari Dravahusa Dasharath Achar Bihari Ram Siya Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram Ram Siya Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram Ram Siya Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram Ram Mangala Bhavane Amangala Hari Dravahusa Dasharath Achar Bihari Mangala Bhavane Amangala Hari Dravahusa Dasharath Achar Bihari Ram Siya Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram Ram Siya Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram Ram Siya Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram Ram Siya Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Hare Krishna and Jai Shri Ram. So, I'm very grateful to have this opportunity to have the class today. I was very excited that I am getting to give the class on Ekadashi, but with all the events around Lord Sri Ram, I got the opportunity to talk about Lord Sri Ram. And when Jai Subhadra Mataji asked me, I said, I have never given a class on Lord Sri Ram, but this is an opportunity. Hari Bol. So please forgive any offenses. And we, as always, we're going to keep the class simple, but we want to meditate today on Lord Ram. Okay? And for context, my grandfather was a very devout Ram Bhakt. So I have heard him chant not only the Ramayana, but even Sundarkand many, many times. And my grandmother was Pushti Marg Vaishnavi. So I have had the blessing and good fortune of seeing both worship of Lord Ram and Lord Krishna at home. So before we get into, we've all heard about Ramayana, and we actually did, thanks to Umesh Prabhu's father, we did the whole Ramayana reading in the month of December, November, December. So let's talk a little bit first about the author of Ramayana, okay, who wrote the Ramayana, Maharshi Valmiki, and how he transformed from a robber to what he's called Adi Kavi. That means he's the highest of the Kavis, the first Kavi. Kavi means poet, okay. So Maharshi Valmiki, and I had heard this story many, many years ago, so today it gives me the opportunity to bring back this story to everybody. He was born, basically his story shows how human beings are capable of changing their life path, okay, if they take the determination to do so. This applies to everybody. Whether it is at the material level or whether it is at the spiritual level, we can all make the endeavor to change the course of our life. Okay? And for those who don't know, Ram Bhakts always celebrate Maharshi Valmiki's birth anniversary, Jayanti, in October. It's sometime in October of each year. So he's referred to as Adi Kavi, the first poet, okay, because he was the one who first wrote the Ramayana in a form that was easy for everybody to understand and recite. And he actually, because he was poetic, he was able to make it such that you were, all those dohas that you see, they come from the way he wrote it. And of course, you know, to write an epic like Ramayana, you need blessings. He had blessings from Lord Brahma and the great sage Narada. But let's find out, how did he transition and transform his life? So Valmiki was born to a great sage called Prachetasa, okay, and his birth name was Ratnakar. But it is believed that when he was a few years old, he wandered away into the forest and he lost. So he was never then connected back to his parents. So he lost his way, and in the forest, he was adopted or raised by a hunter. So the hunter taught him all the techniques to hunt in the forest, because if you have to survive in the forest, you are going to look to keep yourself alive. Over time, as Ratnakar became a young boy, he got married again to a girl from the hunter community and had children. But as we all know, our family needs, as we have a family and expand a family, the needs of our day-to-day lives increase. And he had a very hard time fulfilling the needs of his day-to-day lives, so he became a robber. So anybody who was passing through the forest, he would rob them, kill them, and do all sorts of things to satisfy the day-to-day needs of his family. So now comes the transformation. One day, sage Narada was passing by the forest where Ratnakar lived. Ratnakar said, this is a great opportunity, so he attacked sage Narada and he wanted to rob him. Normally, when somebody is attacked, we get scared even at night if we are going alone. What if somebody attacks us? And it brings fear, right? But Narada, being such a devotee of the Lord, nothing can faze him. So he was completely unfazed by the attack of Valmiki, of Ratnakar, I should say. And even Ratnakar was a little surprised as to no impact on this person. He's so calm. So Narada instead asked him a question, that why are you doing this? Why are you committing this sin of robbing people and killing them? And what are you going to get out of this? And Ratnakar said, I have to feed my family. I have to take care of my family's needs. And I don't have any other way of taking care of them. So Narada asked him, do you really think that with all these sins that you are committing, your family is going to be part of these sins? They are going to take your sins onto them? Ratnakar said, of course, I'm doing everything for them. This is a very common thing, right? We say we are doing everything for our family. We are working 14 hours a day for our family. We are giving up our weekends for the family. We are not chanting for the family because we have to work. We keep saying all those. We don't have time to read because we have to take care of the needs of our family. We are constantly, this doesn't just apply to Ratnakar, it applies to us also. Because it is good to put our family first, but over the years of realization, I've realized it is good to put your soul first. Okay? You have to do your needs, fulfill your duty. So Ratnakar said, of course they will share this sin with me because I am doing all this for them. Narada said, do you want to go ask them? So Ratnakar tied Narada to a tree, and he said, because he didn't want to lose the opportunity of robbing Narada. So he said, okay, I'm going to tie you to this tree and then I'm going to go and ask my family. He asks his wife. His wife says, no, it is your duty to fulfill, to take care of us. I'm not going to be part of your sins. He asks his children. His children say the same thing. And he's in a state of shock that I'm doing all this for my wife and my kids, but end of the day, this karma still is mine. It is not theirs. They are not going to take ownership of the sins that I'm accumulating. So that was the turning point. He comes back to Narada and he says, no, you're right. They do not want to take part in my sin, even though they want to take part, they want to benefit from everything I give them. And Narada said, that is why you should not be committing these sins. So then Ratnakar had a inflection point, and he was realizing, what have I been doing in my life? And he asked Narada, show me the path of salvation, because I've realized that this is not going to, even though I want to take care of the needs of my family, but this way I'm accumulating sins. So how can I get salvation? Only a sage like Narada can have such an influence on a robber. That is why they say that association of pure devotees, association of elevated souls is so important, because without that association, the purification of our hearts will not even begin. Srila Prabhupada is a great example of purification of people's hearts. He, being a pure devotee, was able to purify the hearts of hippies, drug addicts, whatnot. So the most important thing here of what I've spoken till now is association and learning from elevated souls is the first path, first step towards purification. So of course, when Narada was instructing Ratnakar, purification had to happen, right? So he asked Ratnakar to chant the name of Ram. He says, say Ram, 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 Ram. Ratnakar, being so contaminated with all material desires and sins, he was not able to chant Ram, Ram, Ram. He was chanting Mara, 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 Mara. But you see, even when you keep chanting Mara, 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 it becomes Ram, 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 Ram. And he chanted, but the good thing is, Ratnakar took the instructions of Narada, followed it sincerely. That is why they say, yes, you want to offer very nice prasad to Lord Krishna. You want to offer your best to Krishna. But your bhav, your feeling with which you offer is the most important thing. The content of what you offer is less important. The feeling with which you offer is more important. So, of course, he took the instruction seriously. Okay, so another learning for us is we should take instructions of our gurus very seriously. And he followed it. So for years he chanted. And this is in Treta Yuga, where lifespan was very long, right? So he kept chanting, and one day Lord Brahma appeared and he blessed him. So Ratnakar, they say, was meditating for years, tens and hundreds of years. And his body was full of, when you sit in one place, you don't move, the ants start climbing over you and trying to, create an ant hill. And the ant hill is called Valmika. So Lord Brahma gave him the name Valmiki. So this was the transformation of Ratnakar, who was a robber, and who got blessings from Narada and Lord Brahma to become Valmiki. And that is when he started, he got the spiritual knowledge to start being poetic. So his first shloka that he wrote, or he spoke, I should say, was not anything to do with Ramayana. It was to do with a hunter who killed some animal, and basically he cursed that hunter for doing it, because now he had realization that hunting is not right. And that was his first verse that he ever composed. And from there, he got the blessing from Narada and Lord Brahma to compose, to write Ramayana. And that is the Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana, that we read today. So a few interesting facts about Ramayana, and maybe there are many people in this room who know about it. Ramayana has how many verses? Does anybody know? 24,000. Jai. Correct, 24,000 verses. And how old was Lord Ram when he was exiled? 27, and maybe 24, but he was in his, mid to late 20s. And we also, there's also, if you, of course, you can even watch Ramayana, because Ramayana was even shown on TV in many ways, but of course, that has some variations from the real Ramayana. But when you read Ramayana, you also know that Shrupanakha had actually cursed her brother Ravan for that he will be, he'll die by killing of somebody, because he had killed, Ravan had killed Shrupanakha's husband for not, following his instructions. And even though Shrupanakha knew how powerful Ravan is, she still had to stay with her brother and as an ally, but she had cursed him. And in those days, in Treta Yuga, the curse was also very, very powerful. Today, nothing is powerful, no promise, no curse, only one thing is powerful, which is name of the Lord. So that is why we should focus only on the name of the Lord. And then, does anybody know how many days did it take to build the bridge from, yes, Jay. And then, of course, apart from being well-versed in Vedas, Ravan was also a very accomplished Veena player. So Ravan was very intelligent, extremely intelligent, and he was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. But again, remember, you can be the best devotee, but your actions also have to be aligned with what devotees are supposed to act. So that is why not just what we preach, not just what we listen, are actions. And I had heard in some class where somebody had said that it is not what you are doing when other people are watching you. It is how you behave when nobody is watching you. That is your true nature when nobody is watching you. So we can all dress up in beautiful devotee clothes, wear tilak and do arati at the temple. But the reality is how purified our hearts are and how we act when we don't have anybody watching except our soul. And then it is also said that Lakshman, during the 14 years of exile, Lakshman did not sleep for one night. Now this is a great example of how devoted Lakshman was to Lord Ram. So Valmiki's story is a story of inner transformation, the journey of a robber becoming a Maharishi. Now we have Maharishi Valmiki Airport in Ayodhya. And it's a testament of human capacity that when we are determined to do something and we have blessings from the elevated souls, from the sages, from various people who are on the right path, when we have those blessings, of course, blessings of Krishna and the Lord, and we put in our endeavor, we will definitely achieve the results for which we are working. So speaking of Ramayana has 7 cantos, or kand, what they call the different kands. So the first one, there is Adi Kand or Bal Kand. Bal Kand is where Lord Ram's birth, his childhood, up to the time his marriage with Sita is described. Then comes Ayodhya Kand, when Ram was exiled, and then comes Ayodhya Kand, where all the preparations were made for Lord Ram's coronation to become a king. Okay? And then comes Aranya Kand. Aranya Kand tells the story of Lord Ram and Sita's life in Panchvati, and how Sita was kidnapped by Ravan, and it ends with Jatayu's effort to save Mother Sita. Then comes Kishikindya Kand. Kishikindya Kand describes the pastimes of Hanuman and Lord Ram. And it has the killing of the monkey king Bali, and then coronation of Sugriv. So this is what is described in Kishikindya Kand. Then comes the most famous, which I know a lot of people from UP, they will, on a weekly basis sit and do Sundarkand. Okay, it takes about 2 to 3 hours, and we have some friends who have it memorized, Sundarkand, and they can do Sundarkand. And this is the central part of the Valmiki Ramayana. This section deals with the detailed description of Hanuman's expedition from to Sri Lanka, and his meeting with Mother Sita, and what all efforts he made to release Mother Sita. Then is Lanka Kand, which is the battle of Ram and Ravan. And finally, the 7th Kand is Uttar Kand, which is the return of Lord Ram to Ayodhya, and it also talks about the birth of his sons Lav and Kush. So, let's the next part of this class. So now we know the author of Ramayana at a very high level, all the different cantos of Ramayana. And now the rest of the time, we want to spend some time in talking about qualities of Lord Ram. So, and you'll hear it multiple times today. Lord Ram is an embodiment of qualities and virtues, and he has shown us how human beings should live life. You've all heard, he's called Maryada Purushottam, whereas Lord Krishna is called Leela Purushottam. So they say, do what we should live our life the way, we should not copy Lord Krishna to live our life, we should follow Lord Ram to live our life, and you should follow Lord Krishna, what he says in the Bhagavad Gita. So very important, not the other way around. Okay, I know this is a very common thing in, people try and justify anything by taking Radha and Krishna. They have very shallow knowledge, and that is why Srila Prabhupada never spoke in great depth about the pastimes of Radha and Krishna, because people are not qualified to understand that. And we have to live life the way Lord Ram lived. So some of his qualities is what we want to go into, so that we can try and emulate those qualities in our life. So he's a timeless example. Lord Ram is a timeless example of grace, how to live with grace under adversity. So we all go through a lot of problems, material problems in our lives. And, you will... You had a bad day at work, you come home, you start yelling at everybody, and they say, okay, mom is not in a good mood, mom says, I'm stressed. Okay, we hear this all the time. But how to live with grace in adversity? And these are not even adversities. That we are very fortunate that many of us sitting in our room don't even know what adversity is. Okay? We take little inconveniences of our life and we snap and react to it. First learning is, no, we should not, again, we want to learn from Lord Ram and say, if in that adversity Lord Ram had such great composure, that is what we need to build in ourselves. Okay? And then, not to forget, he fulfilled all his duties as a son, as a husband, okay, as a brother, and as a king. He fulfilled all his duties. So very important, we have to fulfill our duties, but we also have to remember, we have to fulfill our duties, give respect to everybody. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said, Trinadapi Sunichena Taro Revasa Hishnana Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. So fulfill your duties, very important. Okay? Live with grace. Do not get flustered with all the events happening around us. And when we do we have to think that Lord Ram has taught us how to live with grace and continue to, of course, for us, what is most important is continue to take shelter of Harinam. Because there is only one thing that can come true from any of our words, and that is Krishna or Rama, their entire energy is invested in their names. So taking the name is as good as being with them. So those are some of the things we have to learn. So complexities of life are going to come. And as we go into the qualities, it would be a miss not to quote Srila Prabhupada in one of his lectures on Ram Navami. So on March 27th, 1969, Srila Prabhupada, this was in Hawaii, he was giving the class on Ram Navami, and he picked this verse from Brahma Samhita, which many of you may know, so please recite with me. Ramadimurtishu kala niyamena tishtan nanaavatarana karod bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna swayam samabhavat paramapumanyo govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So this verse from Brahma Samhita is in which the incarnation of Lord Ram is described. The word Ramadi, okay, as Srila Prabhupada said, means not only Ram, but there are innumerable incarnations. These incarnations of the Lord are compared to the waves of the water. You cannot count the waves in the ocean. As the waves of a river or the waves of the ocean cannot be counted, similarly, how many incarnations of the Supreme Lord are there we cannot count. But out of them, the principal names are mentioned in the Shastras. Therefore, it is said Ramadi means Ram and also many incarnations. So Lord Ramachandra appeared on this planet in Treta Yuga. Okay? We have passed 5,000 years of Kali Yuga already. Dwapar Yuga was 800,000 years. Okay? And before that, Treta Yuga, 1200,000 years, which means about 2 million years ago, Lord Ramachandra had appeared on this planet in Ayodhya. 2 million years ago. Yes, it has been a long struggle for whatever reasons, which I don't want to get into, to get Ayodhya Ram Lalla temple today. And it gives me a lot of joy that finally there is that Ayodhya temple where Lord Ram was born. Although I asked the question, we don't do that kind of celebration for Mathura temple or Vrindavan temple. And I think the answer to that was that because they are already existing, we never had any struggles in building those temples. So after 2 million years, this today, for our generation, this is once in a lifetime or once in a yuga that we can witness the Pran Pratishtha ceremony, which many of us will do online, for Lord Ram in the Ram Lalla temple. So it is kind of taking us back to, reminiscing what Lord Ram taught through his character and behavior on this earth. So, Of course, what I'm going to cover in the next 15 minutes are going to be just touching the surface, okay, on qualities of Lord Ram and what we should learn from those qualities. And then we will close out with another Ram Kirtan for, even though we are far, distance is never we can reach Golok Vrindavan without, even by being in this body, in this, on this planet, because it is our hearts that we have to transport. It is the mind, and the speed of mind, as Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, it is not comparable to any other speed. So, qualities of Lord Ram. Jai Shri Ram. After every quality, we will again say Jai Shri Ram. Dharma. He's the guiding light. Okay? So the cornerstone of Sri Ram's character is his unwavering commitment to dharma. He was the perfect king, the perfect spouse, the perfect son, and he fulfilled all his responsibilities perfectly. Okay? His unwavering commitment to preserving dharma, even amidst challenging circumstances, okay, is what is inspiring to us in humanity. He showcases very clearly that he willingly, because his father had made a promise, he could have, I can guarantee you, we try and tell our children, no, you're going here, they're going to say, no, I'm not. I'm 18, I'm not, right? But we live in Kali Yuga also. And none of us is Lord Ram, okay? So we can't even expect that behavior, but we have to try to be respectful of certain key instructions that are provided, whether it is by our parents, whether it is by our guru. We have to be respectful and obey them. So Lord Ram showcases how he willingly chose exile to honor his father's promise, setting a precedent of dharma over personal desires. We are conditioned to choose our personal desires, okay? And we have to put dharma first and then our personal desires. If you read Bhagavad Gita, the first word in Bhagavad Gita is dharma. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre, dharma. And the last word is mama. Okay? There is an intention behind this, because dharma is first and mama, that means me, my ego, should be at the end. In Kali Yuga, we have flipped it around and we put mama first and dharma last. So even reading Bhagavad Gita is telling us dharma has to be, and dharma does not mean just following religious rituals. Dharma means following teachings from the life of Lord Ram, following teachings from what Sri Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita. Following that is dharma. And not putting a label of I am this or I am that. No, it is not about who we are, where we were born, and what we call ourselves. Dharma is, there is no controversy that dharma is teachings of Bhagavad Gita. So Jai Shri Ram, this was first quality. Second quality that we have is compassion and forgiveness. And not only Lord Ram demonstrated compassion and forgiveness. He was so compassionate that he was willing to forgive Ravan even without killing him. His first choice was not to kill Ravan and fight and bring Sita back. His first choice was that, you know what, I will forgive you, just send her back. After that battle, where he had to kill Ravan, he showed compassion to his brother Vibhishan. That is how compassionate Lord Ram was. Then talk about compassion and forgiveness. You see this through and through in history. All our worshipable lords have shown us compassion and forgiveness. Now, we talk about Lord Ram, then we talk about Krishna, how he was compassionate and forgave Shishupal 100 times. He was willing to, if the Pandavas got 5 villages, he was willing to give up, not choose the path of war. Okay, that is how compassionate he was, because he knew so many people are going to die who are not responsible for this, right? Then we talk of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was so compassionate. His entire life is full of compassion and forgiveness. What examples can I give? Then look at Srila Prabhupada. He was so compassionate and he forgave people who were, disrespectful of him. So compassion and forgiveness is a quality we have to build in ourselves if we don't have it. Because the way our lives are today, we don't have too much compassion and forgiveness, and it is something we have to work on ourselves. So again, this is very important quality of Lord Ram. Jai Shri Ram. The next quality is love and devotion. So the love and devotion shared between Lord Ram and Sita is legendary. That's why they say in India, when they do Kundli matching, they say this is like Ram Sita Jodi. Okay? It is a legend how Ram and Sita lived. Okay? They are a model for marital life and for unwavering commitment. Just as committed as, even though in those days kings used to have multiple wives, he was very clear. He told Shrupanakha, no, I am going to be with one wife. And even today, most laws allow you, most religious laws, not all, allow you one wife. Even if you are Christian, or even if you are from a different religion where you are following one wife, it started with Lord Ram. So, Jai Shri Ram. Okay, his unwavering commitment to Sita, and Sita's unwavering faith in Lord Ram. It comes both ways. It is not just that the man has to show the unwavering commitment, the woman also has to show her commitment and faith, and that is why they are considered the model couple, Ram Sita. Then Lord Ram was also known for his noble leadership. So Ayodhya, which is now today happening again, it thrived under Lord Ram's rule, and they experienced an era of abundance. Okay? And all that comes from the dharmic leadership of Lord Ram. So again, we always talk of leadership in the corporate world. We have to see how Lord Ram set an example of leadership. And that leadership was always keeping people first in mind. Okay? He never kept his own desires. Now, can we expect that in this day and age? Maybe not. We have a few leaders like that in the world, but most leaders are in me first and then the population, but there are some leaders who keep the population first and then their personal needs. Those are true leaders. Jai Shri Ram. The fifth one is courage and valor. So his epic battle against Ravan. Ravan was no small person to defeat. Nobody could defeat Ravan. Okay? Whether his strength, his divinity, he had a lot of divine powers. He was intelligent, he had divine powers, he had a lot of strength, he had a huge army. But that battle against Ravan and his army showcases Lord Ram's fearlessness and his determination to vanquish the evil. He remains an eternal symbol of the warrior who fought not out of aggression. Lord Ram did not fight for showing his power, but to establish righteousness, okay, and to protect the innocent. That is why we celebrate Dussehra and Diwali. India's biggest festival is Diwali, as a victory of good over evil, light over darkness. Jai Shri Ram. Next is honor and integrity. So Lord Ram's unwavering commitment to his word, okay, is a hallmark of his character. And what does this mean? His father had made the pledge to Kekai, and even though he could have said, you made the pledge, you made the oath, I don't have to follow that. Actually, King Dashrath was hoping that Lord Ram would say, no, I'm not going to follow it. But being such of such high integrity, Lord Ram said, your word is my word, so I am going to follow it and I am going to go to exile. So we always have to remember our word, our character is determined by our words. If you say something, you have to do it. Saying something and not doing it is going to take you away from the path of following and becoming steadfast in your character. Because you can say it to, I know many people who will go and even make, pray and do manoti to various temples and then not go and fulfill that. If you can't even fulfill what you promised to Krishna, how are you going to fulfill what you promised to anybody else? So it is very important for our word and our integrity to be pure, no matter what the circumstances, whether you're in office or whether you're in a store. Your integrity, only you and God knows. So keep integrity very high. That is what Lord Ram taught us. Jai Shri Ram. Louder, this was not energizing. Jai Shri Ram. Then, seventh quality, Lord Ram demonstrated respect for elders. Okay, so he again sets a timeless example for generations. And we're talking 2 million years later also, we are looking at his example. Again, going back to his willingness to follow his father's instructions. Even when he met various sages in the forest, he offered respect to all of them. And not just that, he offered respect to even Shabri, who was tasting the bear before she gave it to Lord Ram. So respect is very important. And again, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said the same thing. We have to offer respect to everybody. Okay? So not only it started, Lord Ram set the example, and we see that in the disciplic succession, everybody has followed that. We are all part of that disciplic succession, so we have to also follow respect for everyone. Jai Shri Ram. Then the next quality is friendship and loyalty. So Lord Ram, he treated Hanuman as his friend. Okay? And even though Hanuman worshipped him like the Lord, he treated Hanuman as his friend. So that reciprocation of the devotion that Lord Ram gave, he gave him true friendship as a reciprocation of that devotion from Hanuman. And there are so many stories on this. In essence of time, we cannot go into all of those. But remember, and they say Ram, and we say, of course, for us, Ram and Krishna are the same, because we know that Ram is no different from Krishna. Krishna is the Lord of reciprocation. I use this in my fundraising talk track with people, so that they know that it is not that you are going to make a contribution and you're going to be less by that much money. No. Krishna he's the master of reciprocation. You take one step, he will take hundreds of steps towards you. So we never have to worry that we are going to have anything less by offering to Lord Ram or to Krishna. No. They are, parents are typically known for reciprocation. They are masters of that. So again, Jai Shri Ram. Humility and simplicity. So humility and simplicity, he led such a simple life. And again, this has been taught to us by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, by Srila Prabhupada also, that being humble is very important. We cannot approach the Lord if we don't imbibe that quality of humility. Because to approach the Lord, if I'm so full of myself, I can do it, this is my money I'm giving, Krishna doesn't need it. Okay? I will have to face the consequences of that. So we have to approach the Lord and approach our gurus with humility and respect, and then live a simple life. One thing which is very hard to do living in America is living a simple life. We are so surrounded by all material comforts and gadgets and attractive things materially. Oh, today I want this jacket, and oh, there's a sale on this, let's get this. Our minds are constantly full of desires. And we may not even call this desire. We'll say, no, I need a jacket. Why get an ordinary jacket? Let me get a North Face jacket. It will last a long time. But somewhere we are conditioned for not living a very simple life. So again, this is an evolution of our own character that we have to bring and say, we should ask ourselves, do we need it? Okay, do we absolutely need it? If we need it, we should. Otherwise, we should save that money for a better purpose. Because your money will not be beneficial to you if you only use it for yourself. Your money only becomes beneficial for you when you use it for the right purpose. Lakshmi Devi does not want to stay in a place which is not meant for her. Now, of course, if my kids were here, they would have given me some examples of people who are not righteous at all. But we all know that there's a karmic account that maybe some people have it, but they will not have it next lifetime. And we are not doing this to have Lakshmi Devi with us. We are doing this so that we can bring those qualities, the right qualities, because that is a prerequisite to going back to Krishna. Okay, that is a qualification we have to have. So, and Shabri's story is a great example of humility. So, I think I had asked this question once in one of the classes, that should you taste offering before making it to Krishna, or should you not taste offering? Because we have my mother tastes the offering and I don't. I tell her not to, and she says, no, how can I give, what if the salt was less, then I will give Krishna less salt and I'll mix salt for myself later? No. So, but Krishna is so kind, Lord Ram is so kind, that they will accept whatever is given with love. That is the bottom line. Yes, we want to practice some cleanliness, hygiene methods. So I'm not recommending to anybody that start eating it before you give it. But if you absolutely feel that, hey, I don't want to offer something that I feel may have gone wrong, it's okay. Because the Lord will accept it if you have done it only with a desire to serve the Lord the best. And humility is what Lord Ram showed us by accepting half-eaten fruits from Shabri. Okay? Jai Shri Ram. Now the last quality that I have is universal appeal. Who can disagree with Lord Ram's universal appeal? 2 million years ago, all temples in the whole world are chanting the name of Lord Ram. And Jai Shri Ram. And this has become, Jai Shri Ram has become a unifying mantra across all temples. You can go to any temple today in America, in any part of the world. They are all unified with one phrase, Jai Shri Ram. And overall, to sum it up, Lord Ram's character continues, 2 million years later also, continues to inspire and guide humanity in how to live this human life. Okay? His unwavering commitment to dharma, compassion, forgiveness, love, valor, they serve as a timeless source of inspiration to all of us. And above all, it's important that we all learn to navigate the complexities of life with grace and virtue. Okay? We have to remind ourselves, and it has taken me years to now disconnect and not get angry with somebody else. There's this whole story of, the boss got angry and finally the dog got hit, because everybody passes their anger on to somebody. But no, we have to break that chain and we have to live with grace and virtue. And in an ever-changing world, Lord Sri Ram's character remains a constant and a guiding light. It's a guiding post for us, reminding us to uphold all our righteousness love and compassion for everybody as we go through life. Okay? Jai Shri Ram! So we are going to close this. We have a few minutes. We're going to close this with a very nice bhajan, which I can say the first line, you can repeat. And I started hearing this during Diwali, and everybody may have heard of this Ram Aayenge Aayenge. And I think that I've had some realizations which I will share after some of the verses, because I feel that it is not linked to a house or a bhavan, it is linked to our hearts. So we will start this bhajan now. मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे आएंगे, राम आएंगे। So for Hindi description, jhopadi in Hindi means a hut. A hut is typically representative of a poor person. Okay? In Hindi, you will say mahal or bhavan for something what a rich person has, and jhopadi for a poor person. Now, this is not about the house or the building in which Lord Ram is coming. This jhopadi, my realization is that this jhopadi is referring to our hearts. Because all of us, our hearts are poor when it comes to love of God. So that is why this jhopadi is representative of our hearts. Okay? मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे आएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे तो अंगना सजाऊंगी। दीप जला के दिवाली मैं मनाऊंगी। मेरे जन्मों के सारे पाप धुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरे जन्मों के सारे पाप मिट जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। So here, when we say Ram aayenge to angna sajaungi, that means I will decorate my courtyard. But what do we need to purify and clean and decorate? Our hearts and our souls. Okay? Then it says, मेरे जन्मों के सारे पाप मिट जाएंगे. All my paps will be, all my sins will be gone. When will this happen? When we have given Lord Ram, Lord Krishna, a place in our heart. Okay? When we remove all our material desires, and then we can make room. We have a small place in which we are stuffing and filling our material desires. We have to make space. When you have to add new things to your house, you have to make space. This is our house. We make space, we remove those material desires, and we make room for Lord Ram, Lord Krishna, Lord Chaitanya to come in our hearts. That is when Our pap will not go away if we place a murti of Lord Ram in our house. All the paps, all the sins will be eradicated when we place Lord Ram in our hearts. Okay? मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे. राम झूलेंगे तो पालना झुलाऊंगी. मीठे मीठे मैं भजन सुनाऊंगी. मेरी जिंदगी के सारे दुख मिट जाएंगे, राम आएंगे. राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे. Now is my favorite verse of this song, and you will all know why, because it is saying not only Lord Ram, but with Lord Ram, Srimati Radha Rani and Lord Krishna will also come to my heart. मैं तो रुचि रुचि भोग लगाऊंगी. माखन मिश्री मैं राम को खिलाऊंगी. प्यारी प्यारी राधे प्यारे श्याम संग आएंगे, आएंगे. प्यारी प्यारी राधे प्यारे श्याम संग आएंगे, श्याम आएंगे. मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे. राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे. श्याम आएंगे, आएंगे, श्याम आएंगे. राधे आएंगी, आएंगी, राधे आएंगी. मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे. जय श्री राम. Hare Krishna. Our tongues are also accustomed to saying Hare Krishna, so I can't miss that. And actually, whether you chant Jai Shri Ram or Hare Krishna, you are remembering the same Lord, Lord Krishna, who is our Supreme Father, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So please stay fixed in your devotion, okay? And continue. One thing, as the year has started, many people made resolutions, and many people have broken their resolutions already. But one resolution should be for life, not just for today or this year, is continuing to chant the name of, chant the Maha Mantra. So let us all end by chanting the Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Ram.
I think we're already at 1 o'clock, 3 minutes less. If you have, we can take only one question or a comment, if anyone have in the temple room.
Thank you, Mataji. Wonderful class. And it was touching at many places because I am coming from very close to Ayodhya and visiting next week. So I'm really delighted. You just mentioned one point I wanted to make here, that why not Mathura? Mathura is also the same, facing the same challenge, because there also Krishna Janma Bhumi, there is a mosque that was built, Eidgah Mosque. So the same fight which was there for centuries together for Ayodhya is for Mathura also. And under this leadership, it's going to happen. Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri.
Thank you, Mataji, for wonderful. It's Lord Ram, always sweet, and you are nicely explained all the kandas and all. Thank you, Mataji. It's a wonderful. Jai Shri Ram. Okay, please, devotees, please rise. We'll have Arati. Today, Arati Kirtan going to sing by Radha Damodar Prabhu. Devotees, please move forward so that if anyone comes later, they can join at the back end.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Can you start? Oh, shoot. No, thank you. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha, Haraya Namah
Krishna Yadavaya Namaha,
Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha, Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha,
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha,
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudana,
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 Girivara Gopinath Madana Mohana, Girivara Gopinath Madana Mohana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Hey Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Ram
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Rama Rama
Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya
Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्री माधेश डिवाइन ग्रेस ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रीला प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, नामाचार्य श्रीला हरिदास ठाकुर की, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की, वृंदावन धाम की, नवद्वीप धाम की, यमुना देवी, गंगा देवी, तुलसी देवी, भक्ति देवी की, बृहत मृदंगा की, हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, सामवेद भक्त वृंद की, गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna Temple of Austin ki. अयोध्या राम मंदिर की जय.
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय.
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय.
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय.
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय.
प्रह्लादलाय दायिने.
प्रह्लादलाददायिने.
प्रह्लादलाय दायिने.
प्रह्लादलाददायिने.
हिरण्यकशिपुर्वक्षः.
हिरण्यकाशिपुर्वक्षः.
हिरण्यकशिपुर्वक्षः.
हिरण्यकाशिपुर्वक्षः.
शीलकङ्कानकालाये.
शीलातन्कानकालाये.
शीलकङ्कानकालाये.
शीलातन्कानकालाये.
इतो नरसिंहो परतो नरसिंहो.
इतो नरसिंहो परतो नरसिंहो.
ओ इतो नरसिंहो परतो नरसिंहो.
इतो नरसिंहो परतो नरसिंहो.
यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहो.
यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहो.
ओ यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहो.
यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहो.
बाहिर्नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो.
बाहिर्नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो.
बाहिर्नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो.
बाहिर्नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो.
नरसिंहमतिं शरणं प्रपते.
नरसिंहमतिं शरणं प्रपद्ये.
नरसिंहमतिं शरणं प्रपते.
नरसिंहमतिं शरणं प्रपद्ये.
तव करकमलवरे नखा अद्भुत शृङ्गा. दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा. केशवतीर्था नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे. जय जगदीश हरे. जय जगदीश हरे.
तव करकमलवरे नखाम् अद्भुता शृङ्गाम्. दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गाम्. केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवतीर्था नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय नरहरि
जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय नरहरि
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद
प्रभुपाद
प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
निताय गौर हरि बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
हरि हरि बोल. हरे कृष्णा डिवोटीज. सुगुना अभिराम सीताराम की जय श्री राम.